How's it going everyone, Shifty here, and I'm back with my weekly vendor video. In these videos I like to go over the vendor armor and weapon rolls for the week. Now here in the intro you'll see some of the rolls in the background footage. In just a moment I'm going to go over a few standout rolls for each class, and then I'm going to talk about Banshee's weapons. After that I'm going to have some footage of the rest of the armor rolls for this week. That way, if I miss a piece that might interest you, you can check out the footage at the end of the video. I do want to mention that the armor rolls are usually not the best that you can find, but every once in a while there is a piece that might appeal to veteran players. However, the armor rolls are generally going to be geared more towards newer players. Anyway, before I get into it, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. So I want to start with Warlocks. Devrim Kay is selling leg armor with 30 resilience and 20 strength. While those two stats aren't the most appealing, resilience does actually serve a purpose. In PvP, it can help protect you against certain weapon types. In PvE, it's useful in things like Grandmaster Nightfalls. If you have tier 5 resilience or higher, you won't get one-shot by snipers in Grandmaster Nightfalls. Then A1 is selling chest armor with 28 recovery and 25 intellect. I know intellect isn't the most popular stat for some players out there, however opinions differ, and I know there's a large group of players who like to build into intellect. However, if we disregard all that, this piece has 28 recovery. With recovery often being one of the most important stats for any class, I recommend you buy this piece. Aside from faster healing with high recovery, Warlocks will also get a faster rift cooldown. Now let's move on to Titans. Zavala is selling chest armor with 27 discipline, 14 recovery, and 10 resilience. The main reason I'm mentioning this piece is because of the 27 discipline. Titans have some really good grenade options, and there are some great Titan builds that use grenades. In fact, I just made a grenade spam video for Titans the other day on my channel if you want to check that out. Not only does this piece have good discipline, but it has decent recovery, which again is important for all classes. Zavala is also selling a helmet with 29 strength. Not only do Titans have some good grenade options, but they also have some of the best melee abilities in the game, which is why I'm bringing this piece up. If you're going for a melee focused build, the strength here will help you get your charged melee back that much faster. The last piece for Titans this week is a helmet sold by A1. This helmet has 28 recovery. Again, the higher your recovery, the faster you heal, and the faster you can re-engage in both PvE and PvP. If you were to masterwork this helmet and add a recovery mod, you would have 40 recovery just from one piece of armor. And last up for the week is Hunters. This week, Shaxx has a helmet with 15 strength and resilience, as well as 14 discipline and 12 recovery. While there isn't one singular standout stat here, I do think it's a nice well-rounded piece, especially for newer players. Then the Drifter has chest armor with 25 discipline and 22 recovery. In many of my builds on all three classes, I build into recovery and discipline, so this piece really stood out to me. It doesn't have the highest total stat, but with high recovery and high discipline, you'll heal faster and you'll get your grenade back faster. Alright, now I want to move on and talk about some of the standout weapons at Banshee for this week. If you're into sidearms, then the Lonesome that Banshee is selling is pretty great. It has decent barrel options, it has ricochet rounds, but then it has rapid hit and kill clip, two of the best perks in the game. I'm not much of a fan of sidearms, but if you are, go ahead and pick this up. Then I highly recommend grabbing the 7th Seraph VY7 SMG. The standout perks for me here are Arrowhead Break, Ambitious Assassin, and Vorpal Weapon. The masterwork could be a little bit better, but I think this is a solid SMG. And if you didn't know, 7th Seraph weapons can generate Warmind cells. Then Banshee has a decent last Perdition, especially for PvP. If it doesn't bother you that this doesn't have a damage perk, Snapshot Sights is a great alternative. Then it has Outlaw and Arranged Masterwork. And lastly, I want to recommend the Memory Interdict. This has spike grenades and auto-loading holster, which are great perks on grenade launchers. It does have Unrelenting, which isn't the greatest perk of all time, but if you don't have one of these grenade launchers with spike grenades or auto-loading holster, I would recommend picking this up. Anyway, that is it for my vendor video this week. If you found any of the information useful, make sure to like and subscribe. Now I'm going to show you footage of the rest of the rolls for the week, if you want to stick around to see that. Otherwise, I hope that you have a good day, and I'll catch you on the next one.